Hi, I'm Brittany Allyn, and welcome to Savor the Flavors. It's zucchini season, and for those of you that garden, you know what I'm talking about when I say they can almost double in size overnight, and you've got more zucchini than you know what to do with. The good thing about zucchini is it's very versatile. It's great in sweet and savory dishes. And today we're going to make a recipe that the kids are going to love. That is, kids of all ages. We'll make my zucchini fries with basil remoulade for dipping. I am sitting on go, ready to make my zucchini fries. I already have the zucchini cut up, and for this I use 2 medium-sized zucchini. Nothing too large. Something that's about 8 inches in length is perfect. And I like to use this special cutter because that way I get crinkle fries, and I think they're kind of neat. If you don't have one of these, of course, you can just use a regular knife. Earlier I cut the zucchini by cutting off the ends, and then I cut it in half across the width, and then I cut those halves in half across the length, and then out of each section I cut 3 or 4 of the zucchini pieces. And you want to make sure and get some of the green on every piece, and so that's the best way to cut up your zucchini. I have a breading station set up here. I've got just regular all-purpose flour for dredging, 2 eggs that I've whisked, and also a Panko breadcrumb mixture. And we're just gonna start breading some of these. I like to just put a few in the flour and get them going. Just kind of lightly toss them and tap off the excess that's on there. And then they're going to go, of course, in the egg. And then lastly, the Panko breadcrumb mixture. Now, I love this breadcrumb mixture. You will use it for a lot of things. It's great, of course, on these fries, but also really good on fish and, well, other things. Here's how I make it. Once you have your fries all breaded, you're just going to carefully drop them into the fryer. I've got vegetable oil heating here to 375 degrees, and you'll want to work in batches. That way the oil temperature will stay consistent. Okay, we're just going to let those fry for about 2 minutes tops. They'll start to turn brown and float to the top. That's how you know they're done. Now, anytime you make a fry, you have to have something good to dip it in. And so there's nothing better for dipping these in than my basil remoulade. And here's how to make it. As you can see, our fries have gotten nice and golden brown and crispy. I'm just going to remove them to a paper towel lined plate and then just lightly dust with a little sea salt. Now, I have an oven preheated to 200 degrees, and in there I have a baking sheet with a baking rack on top. And I'm just going to keep these warm in the oven until all of the fries are finished. Our zucchini fries are finished nice and brown and crispy on the outside, and we have our basil remoulade for dipping. Now, I'd like you to keep in mind that this is really just a method. Here we have an Italian flavor profile going on, but if you wanted to change it up, it's easy enough to do. Instead of Italian seasoning in the breading, you could use Cajun seasoning and serve it with my Cajun mayo instead of the basil remoulade. This recipe is available on my website, savortheflavors.tv, and those options are part of the recipe as well. So whether you flavor them Italian or Cajun, either way, I hope you take time to savor the flavors of my zucchini fries.